Drumming is the heartbeat of our tribe. We are proud to have our five drummers out in front. In fact, this year, our cultural element that we are honoring is the Choctaw Drum. If you do have your Choctaw Indian Fair fans, you will see that there is a picture of a Choctaw Drum on the front, and on the back, it has information on the Choctaw Drum. As it says, the Choctaw Drum, one of the oldest traditional instruments, is used primarily at stickball games, but it may also signal the opening to a dance performance by Choctaw social dancers or a call to a gathering. It is modeled after military snare drums used by British and American troops in the late 18th and 19th centuries, and the design has changed very little in the last 200 years. The body of the drum is wood or sometimes metal. The wood used for this is usually sourwood, black gum, or tupelo gum. These trees are often hollow by the time they reach a suitable size for drums. When a likely tree is found, a section of approximately the size of the finished drum is cut from the trunk. The interior of the drum is cut to the desired size first using chisels. Then the outside of the drum body is shaped using chisels and a draw knife. When the desired thickness for the wall of the drum is reached, approximately half an inch, the drum body is set aside to allow the wood to dry. Often at this stage, the drum body will warp or split and will have to be discarded. If it survives the drying process, then the rims, head, and rope laces are put on the new drum. The rims of the drum are made of strips of hickory which are bent into a hoop that will fit just around the drum body. A deer rawhide whose edges are wrapped around a second hickory hoop, which is held tight by the rim of the drum, forms the head of the drum. The rope laced around the sides of the drum is threaded through holes along the rim and is used to keep the head of the drum tight for playing. The final touch in making a drum is to attach the snares, which are formed using small pieces of lead attached to a string, which is fitted around the bottom of the drum. This gives the drum body its distinctive sound. So once again, we are honoring the Choctaw Drum. Good evening. My name is Fred Willis.
And I am Brianna Isaac.
It is our honor tonight to welcome you to the 69th Annual Choctaw Indian Fair. We have a very special and exciting evening in store for you.
But before we start with the evening program, please rise as we honor our great country as the Choctaw Tribal Protective Services Unit presents the colors. Please remain standing as Ms. Zuri Flint of the Redwater community and Ms. Nana Frazier of the Standing Pine community sing the national anthem of the United States of America, and for the invocation offered by Father Bob Goodyear, pastor of Holy Rosary Indian Mission and its 2 mission churches.
Takochiri nina kona polasi baso afi chikma iti bita poli nana tagamia tigwa fina hi oli nakilo
Thank you. You may be seated. After the invocation.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, hear our prayers as we begin the 69th annual Choctaw Indian Fair. We invoke your name and ask your blessings. We ask your blessing on Chief Phyliss Anderson and the members of the Choctaw Tribal Council. Fill their thoughts with wisdom and their hearts with a desire to serve your people well. We invoke your blessing on the young Choctaw women who are candidates to become the new Choctaw Princess. As they compete for this honor, fill them with pride in being Choctaw and bless them as they share with us their traditional Choctaw dresses and culture. We ask your blessing on all the stickball players and coaches. May they play the little brother of war with skill and pride, this traditional Choctaw sport. Keep them safe from injury and let them play with all their hearts. As the sound of the drums fill their ears, may the spirit of their ancestors fill their hearts. We ask your blessing on all the tribal members who have come to show their baskets and beadwork and share their skills in the traditional tribal arts and crafts that tell the Choctaw story. Bless also the dancers who will share with us the traditional Choctaw dances that keep alive the history and traditions of Choctaw life. We invoke your blessing on the visitors who are here this evening and all who will come in the days ahead to witness and learn about Choctaw culture and Choctaw people. With grateful hearts, we praise you, Father, and we ask these blessings in the name of your Son and our brother, Jesus. Amen.
Now you may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome to the podium the leader of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians. Since taking office on October the 4th, 2011, she has made remarkable progress in improving the quality of life on the Choctaw Indian Reservation. She was re-elected in 2015 to serve a second term as tribal chief. A strong voice for Choctaw and all of Indian country, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tribal Chief of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians, Phyliss J. Anderson.
Halito, welcome to the opening ceremonies of the 69th annual Choctaw Indian Fair on this beautiful Indian reservation. We welcome each and every one of you. The Fair Committee has done an excellent job in preparing the activities here for the fair, at the fair, and I want to take this time to thank each and every people, employees, staff, associates that have been a part of planning this fair. I say thank you. Thank you so much for your dedication to making this fair a success. Each year, our fairgoers and the attendance that we have here continues to grow. And we're very thankful for the people that come out and help celebrate with us. I hope that you will have the time to visit all of our arts and craft booth and everything that we have to offer you. I hope that you will have many fond memories of your visit here, and I hope that you will make these your treasured memories. As you walk through the fairgrounds, you will see many things that identify our culture. Things such as arts and craft, traditional foods, social dancing, stickball, the sound and music, and also traditional dresses. In just a little bit, you're going to be able to sit here and watch the Choctaw Indian Princess pageant that will be coming up. So many times, our people come together as one, and this is one of those times that we really appreciate that. These are times of honored traditions that is passed from one generation to the next. This is what this Choctaw Indian Fair is all about. It is my sincere hope that you enjoy your time here, but always remember that we, the Choctaw people, have been here a very long time, and we hope that when you leave here that you will have some new knowledge and awareness about the Choctaw people and our tribe. At this time, I would like to introduce members of the Tribal Council that have joined us here on stage. We have Hilda Nicky, who is the Vice Chief of our tribe and also representing Conehata community. Richard Isaac, who is the Secretary Treasurer of our tribe and also the representative of Redwater community. Bertie Steve is the Committee Systems Coordinator, and she is also the representative of Bokhoma community. Lola Parkinson, representing Pearl River community. Lori Ann Ashopanik of the Standing Pine community. Barry McMillan of the Pearl River community. Randy Anderson of the Conehata community. Sharon Johnson of the Redwater community. Richard Saki of the Standing Pine community. Dorothy Wilson of the Tucker community. Deborah Martin, representing Pearl River community. Kendall Wallace, Bochita community. Roderick Bell, Bochita community. Tarina Anderson of the Conehata community. Thank you for the Tribal Council for taking the time to come and join us on stage. We appreciate your attendance here tonight. In our fair programs, it highlights each aspect of the fair, and it tells a story of our people. The theme of our fair this year is "The Choctaw Spirit Lives On," and it does. Our legacy is alive today in the steps of our dance, the claps of our stickball sticks, the beat of our drum, the flavor of our food, and also the fine beadworks, the rich sound of our language. That's how our Choctaw spirit lives on. I would like to also take the time to introduce a very special young lady. She embodies our Choctaw culture and has proudly displayed our heritage throughout this past year at many events. Our reigning Choctaw Indian Princess and Goodwill Ambassador, Miss Cassie Lyon Cox. Tonight, Cassie will crown a new princess. And I want to take this time on behalf of all the members of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians to express our gratitude and appreciation for a wonderful job she has done. Cassie, would you please come forward and let us give this beautiful lady a round of applause, please. I know that serving as princess has been one of Cassie's childhood dreams, and it's been such a great, great joy to see our young people realize their dreams and make them even bigger than we can imagine. Cassie has done a wonderful job serving as our princess and is a model of integrity and pride for our young girls. Thank you, Cassie. As Tribal Chief of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians, we are honored to present this to you on behalf of our Choctaw people. At this time, I would ask Cassie to come and make some remarks.
Halito, hello. I would like to personally extend a warm and friendly welcome to all of you this evening as you join us in the celebrating the Mississippi Band of the Choctaw Indians 69th Annual Choctaw Indian Fair here in beautiful Choctaw, Mississippi. My name is Cassie Lyon Cox, and I have been honored to serve the tribe as the 2017-2018 Choctaw Indian Princess. This evening, I welcome all of you to the historic original homeland of my Choctaw people, where our native Choctaw language, generations-old Choctaw traditions, our historic and famous game of stickball, and our many beautiful Choctaw handmade arts and crafts, social dancing, and music making are still very much alive and flourishing in our 8 communities of the Choctaw Indian Reservation. We are honored to welcome you as a guest in our community, and I hope that you will enjoy this action-packed week of fun, food, and entertainment for all ages. Having served this past year as Choctaw Indian Princess, I am amazed by how quickly this special time in my life has flown by since I was crowned last July. As Princess, I have wholeheartedly enjoyed serving as an official ambassador on behalf of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians. It has been a dream come true, and I've experienced so many memorable and wonderful opportunities to travel throughout Mississippi and beyond, and I have met so many great people along the way. I will always remember and cherish these experiences. Before I leave this evening, I would like to share with you one of my favorite quotes by Miss Audrey Hepburn, a famous British actress, model, and dancer and humanitarian whom I've always admired. Miss Audrey Hepburn reminds each one of us in saying, "For beautiful eyes, look for the good in others. For beautiful lips, speak only words of kindness. And for poise, walk with the knowledge that you are never alone." Again, I welcome each of you to beautiful Choctaw, Mississippi, and to our great 69th Annual Choctaw Indian Fair. We are so happy that you are here with us this week. Yakoke hachapisa lachage. Thank you.
Thank you, Princess Cassie. Let's give her another round of applause for the remarkable job she has done this past year serving as our princess.
At this time, we would like to introduce special guests of Chief Anderson this evening. They are President of the Community Development Partnership, Mr. David Vowell. Director of the Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Tim Moore. President of the Neshoba County Board of Supervisors, Obie Riley. Mayor, City of Carthage, Mr. Jimmy Wallace. Alderman, City of Louisville, Mr. Eugene Crosby. Indian Health Services Acting Director, Dr. Beverly Cotton. From the Congress of Country Music, Marty Stewart Museum, Miss Carolyn Tate. Lieutenant Governor of the Chickasaw Nation and President of the National Congress of American Indians, Mr. Jefferson Keel. The Superintendent of the BIA, Mr. Brian Baldeagle. Representing Chief Gary Batten of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, Council Member Delton Cox. Chief Anderson and Princess Cassie have a special presentation for our last guests, Neshoba County's very own country music legends, Marty Stewart and Connie Smith. Marty and Connie are working closely with state, local, and tribal officials on a new museum project here in Neshoba County called the Congress of Country Music that will soon open to visitors from around the world. This museum, entertainment, and educational venue will house one of the largest collections of country music artifacts in the world. Marty is very proud of his hometown roots and connections to Choctaw, and Chief Anderson and Princess Cassie are honored to present Marty and Connie with a pair of traditional kabucha, stickball sticks, and a beautiful hand-woven Choctaw basket for display in the new venue. Marty, Miss Connie, and Chief Anderson and Princess Cassie. Let's give our special dignitary guest a round of applause. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to introduce tribal royalty, who are guests of Chief Anderson this evening. They are Chickasaw Princess Tiffany Posto, Chickasaw Junior Princess Cindy Miller, Little Miss Chickasaw Olivia Worcester, Miss Cherokee Faith Long, Teen Miss Cherokee Raylan Bart, Junior Miss Cherokee Dedea Swimmer, Little Miss Cherokee Araceli Martinez Arch, Miss Neshoba County Fair Abby Stokes, Miss Hospitality Neshoba County Shelby Greenwood, Miss Gina Choctaw Cheyenne Fisher, Junior Miss Gina Choctaw Clara Fisher, Miss Choctaw Nation Brianne Jefferson, Junior Miss Choctaw Nation Jade Kazi, Little Miss Choctaw Nation Maya Thomas, Little Miss Pittsburgh County Kiana Etchiko, and Miss Indian Southeastern Oklahoma State University Faithlyn Seawright. We thank you all for being here with us.
thank you to our visiting royalty for joining us this evening. At this time, we have several special presentations and recognitions. Tonight, we unveil the 2017-2018 Choctaw Central High School Yearbook and Special Honor recipient. A 1967 graduate and valedictorian of Choctaw Central High School, Dr. Kenneth York is a graduate of East Central Community College, Northeastern Oklahoma State University, and University of Minnesota. He holds a bachelor degree and a master degree in Education Administration and American Indian Studies. In 1989, Dr. York became the first member of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians to earn a doctorate degree in Education Administration and American Indian Studies. Dr. York has worked with his tribe, the Mississippi Choctaws, for many years, serving in education, development, and government roles. He has served as Tribal Council representative for the Pearl River community from 1991 to 1995. Dr. York is also a great servant to his church, where he served as church chief of St. Teresa's Catholic Church in the Pearl River community. Most recently, Dr. York has been working with Choctaw Tribal Schools, where he was assistant principal of Pearl River Elementary School. With great respect for Dr. York, as he retires from Choctaw Tribal Schools this year, the CCHS Yearbook Advisory Committee dedicates the 2017-2018 Nahoyo Yearbook in honor of Dr. Kenneth York. Dr. York, Chief Anderson, Princess Cassie, please come forward for the presentation of Choctaw Central High School's 2017-2018 edition of the Nahoyo. Once again, congratulations to Dr. Kenneth York for this dedication and recognition.
And lastly, we would like to introduce and recognize the 3A MHSAA State Basketball Champions, the CCHS Lady Warriors, and their coaches. Please give a round of applause as we welcome to the front stage our Lady Warriors. Number 1, Jada Bell. Number 3, JB Bolin. Number 12, Malia Joe. Number 21, Lucretia Williams. Number 23, Melanian Jimmy. Number 24, Jordan Bell. Number 30, Kyara Grant. Number 31, Kiana Grant. And manager, Laliana Crosby. Head coach, Billy Smith. Assistant coach, Elise Etheridge. And statistician, Ms. Renata Ben. Other Lady Warrior champions not able to join us on stage, but celebrating with us in spirit are number 4, Kadri Denson, number 2, Tia Rain Saunders, number 22, Taylor York, number 13, Darian Tubby, number 5, Winter Dixon, number 14, Melanie Timms, number 10, Lacania Anderson, and manager Shima Crosby. We want to invite Chief Anderson and Princess Cassie to come forward as well to make a special presentation to our champions. We want to also give recognition to Coach Billy Smith, who received a very special award from the Clarence Ledgers when he was honored as Coach of the Year for the entire state. Coach Smith has coached the Lady Warriors since 2013, and this year will mark his 36th year coaching high school basketball. At this time, Chief Anderson and Princess Cassie have a special presentation for our 2017-2018 Coach of the Year, Mr. Billy Smith. Thank you, Coach Smith, our Lady Warriors, Chief Anderson, and Princess Cassie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the, excuse me, hold on, we have one more thing here. Okay, this concludes the opening ceremonies of the 69th Annual Choctaw Indian Fair. We thank you for joining us for this program. Now, we want to encourage you to purchase a souvenir Choctaw Indian Fair program for the low price of $1. It is a beautiful 80-page book full of pictures and culture. It also contains the complete fair schedule, prices, and important information about this year's edition of the Choctaw Indian Fair.
That's right, Fred. And all program sales benefit the Choctaw Tribal Schools Special Olympics program. Programs are sold in various locations throughout the fairgrounds, including here in our grandstands. Now, next up is the 64th Annual Choctaw Indian Princess Pageant. Tonight, you will all see the beautiful Choctaw arts, crafts, clothing, beadwork, and accessories on full display.
And don't forget the stars of tonight's program. 12 beautiful young Choctaw ladies will vie for the title of the 2018-2019 Choctaw Indian Princess. Tonight's winner will have her name etched in history and will go on a wonderful journey as our tribe's goodwill ambassador. Just a note, as we mentioned earlier, we talked about the sale or the dedication of the yearbook. The CCHS yearbooks may be picked up on tomorrow, Thursday, July the 12th, from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the CCHS Instructional Complex building. If not picked up tomorrow, the next chance for pickup will be after school begins in August. You may also purchase one for $75.
Some things are long forgotten. Some things.
Bradley Isaac, if you are here, we need you on the stage. Need you here backstage, please. Mr. Bradley Isaac.